And we're back. We're reading Almost Odis by me, Dusty Thompson. If you're following along, we're on page 52. And this is about Veterans Day in November of 2011. One of the things you may or may not know about me is I have worked for the Department of Veterans Affairs. It will be 22 years in June of this year. I started when I was in graduate school and just never left. And I've found it to be an honor to serve veterans every day and to take care of veterans and their family members and their caregivers. I've been in the VA in a lot of different roles. My current job is Chief Experience Officer at the Long Beach VA here just up the street. And my office's job is to make sure that everyone that comes to our facility has the experience they deserve to have, whether it be employees who are the ones creating the veteran experience or the veterans themselves and those who take care of them. I'm at home. I have some underlying health conditions that my doctor felt it was best for me to be at home, so I've been self-isolating for about a month now. And this is one of the ways for me to have some interaction with people. Apparently I'm really chatty. Ben has banished me to the dining room from the office because I talk too much. He's a really introverted. I'm just sort of introverted. But I wanted to give a shout out to all my VA peeps that are there on the front lines taking care of people every day. I am awed by your commitment and by your passion, and I really appreciate everything y'all are doing. And I will hopefully see you when all this craziness is over. Thursday, November the 10th, 2011 is one day enough. Today is Veterans Day. The dad is an Army veteran, my brother is active duty Air Force, and I have countless uncles and cousins who have worn the uniform of our nation's armed forces. As an employee of the Department of Veterans Affairs, I'm in a unique position to thank our nation's veterans every day for their service. My department was prosthetic and sensory aids. We provide any item or service a veteran uses in their home, including but not limited to artificial limbs, power and manual wheelchairs and lifts, glasses and hearing aids, pacemakers, artificial hips and knees, computers, ramps, home remodeling, automobile adaptive equipment, shoes, walkers, canes, crutches, blood pressure monitors, home telehealth equipment, home oxygen, hospital beds, blind aids, and items of daily living. All these devices and services are free of charge to veterans regardless of their status or medical condition. This care is available at, it's now 179 VA medical centers at a cost of around $2 billion for the year 2012. I don't remember what the budget is this year for the country. I say this only to educate everyone about the exceptional care offered to our nation's heroes. I don't know why the dad joined the Army at the age of 16. What inspired him to serve his country? Did he want to escape the desperate poverty of his home? Was he tired of the endless days of working and the endless meals of beans and potatoes and the occasional biscuit? Was he leaving behind a mean-spirited and selfish father who was, in actuality, and not for dramatic effect, a sharecropper? I also wonder why my brother joined the Air Force. Was he escaping a life which was not exactly one of poverty, wasn't so far removed as to be comfortable? Why didn't I join the military? My aversion to authority aside, wouldn't it have given me an escape? Regardless of the whys, both they and others like their service to keep them to this great country. I'm sorry, that was weird. Regardless of the whys, both they and others like them offered their service to keep this country great. That is a misspelled sentence. This reason alone is enough to honor them today and every day. I take pride in the fact I help veterans like the dad. This is what gets me up every morning and gets me to work. I love the energy of a hospital. We help people. Many have questioned my decision to leave a very cushy job in Washington, D.C. to return to the front lines to run a hospital department. But as I've grown older, I've realized what's important to me in my career, and it's a sense of pride in helping people. I'm not driven by a title. I'm driven by a sense of obligation to give back to those who gave so much, where I can see them and talk to them and selfishly receive their gratitude. Regardless of a veteran's length of service or position in the military, the fact they offered everything they had, up to and including their life if necessary, is something which compels us to honor them. It's not just another day off for federal employees or another inconvenient day when the banks close. It's a way for us to honor those who honored us by offering their all. It's not often I quote Billy Ray Cyrus, but his song sums it up best. All gave some gave all. I capitalize veteran as I'm used to doing so at work. Former VA Secretary Eric Shinseki started this several years ago as a sign of respect, and I like it. It's one small way to remind ourselves as VA employees while we come to work every day, to serve those who served. So I tell a veteran to thank you. If you're traveling, thank a soldier you see in uniform at the airport. Buy him or her a drink or a meal. Let them know how much you appreciate their service. We can go to church, protest anything we want, and blog about our crazy redneck dads, but only because the members of our armed forces willingly sacrifice for our freedoms. Just because freedom isn't free as a cliche doesn't mean it's not true. And thank you again. We'll see you next time.